welcome to Gas Attacks. This episode we're talking about the Countryman Type 85 Direct Box. I have used the Countryman Type 85 Direct Box, or DI, for many years to capture the direct signal of my guitar into my DAW for reamping purposes. It is a well-made DI that accurately captures my direct signal, or so I thought. The Countryman Type 85 DI is a single-ended Class A circuit, which Countryman likens to a classic tube microphone preamp. The company states on their website that the Type 85 connects any high-impedance instrument pickup, even piezo pickups, to a balanced XLR input. It provides a strong, clean signal to the mix board without adding noise or distortion. I can confirm that this is true. The Type 85 is an excellent DI box and provides a clean signal to a DAW or mixing board. Countryman goes on to note that it won't change the tone or volume you hear from your own amp like passive direct boxes. Well, this I have found, thanks to Christian Cole from Cole Audio Cult on YouTube, is not necessarily the case. In his recent video, Why Your DI Tracks Suck and How to Fix It, came out on March 18th, 2025 on his YouTube channel. After watching Christian's video, I wanted to examine my Countryman Type 85 and my DI capture workflow. First of all, I highly recommend Christian's videos and his channel. The following is a quick overview of his findings with DI boxes. Basically, if you connect to the through output of the DI, sometimes labeled amp, to an amp, modeler, or whatever, it changes the load on the guitar's pickups, particularly with passive pickups, causing a loss in the high-end frequencies of the guitar signal that is being printed to the DI track in the DAW. His video shows the results very well, so much so that I wanted to investigate this with my direct box of choice, the Countryman Type 85 DI. When I record guitar tracks in my home studio, I almost always capture a DI as well. It provides insurance down the road if you or your producer like the performance but hate the tone. With a DI, one can simply reamp the signal and capture a different sound for the performance, which is totally great. My signal chain when capturing DIs is as follows. Guitar and any pedals that are integral to the performance, such as a wah pedal, go into the Countryman Type 85 DI, and this is where the signal splits. The mic level balanced output of the DI goes to one of the inputs on my Focusrite RedNet X2P Dante interface, and the amp output goes to my Fractal Audio Axe FX3 to capture what I call a reference tone into the DAW via AES 67. At the very least, this reference track is used as a performance sound when tracking, which allows me to create a part with a tone that is not distracting. Overall, this has worked very well. I have noticed sometimes when mixing songs at other studios that the reference track is a bit darker than I would like, and we need to EQ it. Honestly, that should have been my first warning that something was not right with my signal chain. After watching Christian's video, I performed several tests. Each test used the same guitar, cables, etc. I played the same riff and chords to try to keep the performance as similar as possible. Using a looper or reamping would have caused the test to not really work, so unfortunately, using the same exact performance was not possible. The tests included the following. 1. A DI capture with the Countryman Type 85 without anything connected to its amp output. Then I used the DI capture in the DAW to reamp the signal to create a reference track associated with that DI capture. 2. A DI capture with the Countryman 85 and my Axe FX3 connected to the amp output of the DI box to capture the reference track and the DI signal simultaneously. 3. A DI capture with the Countryman 85, but per the Cole Audio Cult suggestion in the before mentioned video, I placed a Boss TU-2 tuner between the guitar and the DI box. The Axe FX3 was connected to the 85's amp out, and the DI and reference track were captured at the same time. 4. My radial shotgun, splitting the guitar signal before the DI, so it went directly to the DI and directly to the Axe FX3 at the same time. Both the DI and reference signals were captured simultaneously. First, I will play the Countryman 85 capture without the amp out being used. Secondly, I'll play the clip with the amp out connected to the Axe FX3. Do you hear the loss in the high end? That's pretty remarkable, isn't it? Since the performances are not the same, a null test will not work. First, I'll play the DI capture without using the amp out, and then the performance with the Boss tuner in line. Let's hear the same test with the Countryman 85 without anything connected to the amp out and the radial shotgun. Here's a short comparison of all three tracks with just the first part of each example. Lastly, there's a bunch of chatter in the comments for Cole's video that a high-end signal loss is not a bad thing, but maybe even a good thing. Well, listen to the 4 reference tracks. All are using the same patch on the Axe-Fx 3 with no signal processing of any kind, and let me know which you prefer. I will title them A, B, C, and D. Please let me know your thoughts, and check out Cole Audio Cult for Christian's videos and other awesome music production content. On Gas Attacks, the focus is not all the technical aspects of a product, or even all the features. Just, am I pleased with my purchase, and do I think it is a good piece of gear? For the Countryman Type 85, the answer is not so straightforward. If you asked me prior to the middle of March, I would have said resoundingly yes. Now, the answer is yes. Countryman Type 85 is a great DI box that is rugged and reliable, but depending on its intended use, I might not recommend it. For me, short term, I am using the Boss Tuner workaround, but I am definitely on the hunt for a DI that does not have an issue with the amp out frequency loss. Do you have a DI box that you recommend for DI capture? Maybe even switch to using the USB out on my Fractal Axe-Fx 3 to capture the DI? Maybe. If you like this content, please click on the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. Every month I have a new Gas Attacks segment where I talk about the gear that I used my own money to buy and whether I feel it was worth it or not. My channel also has other videos with riff playthroughs, cool things that are not necessarily music related, and every month there's a new video for an original song, and once a quarter, in 2025, a video for a cover song. Thank you for watching this episode of Gas Attacks. Until next time.